Today's Native Americans are not the first Americans. They came over to the Americas in the AD era, and this unprecedented discovery about the world raises a whole bunch of new questions that are begging for answers. Why did they leave Central Asia? What is their story? Same time that the Native Americans, today's Native Americans, are leaving Asia, you have tremendous upheaval and civil unrest in Asia. And in fact, because you have unrest all across the Asian continent, from Europe, from the Atlantic to the Pacific, this period of history has been given its own name, and the German name they came up with was the Völkerwanderung, or in English, the Great Wandering of Peoples.
This man is a direct descendant of a person who lived in Central Asia about 35 to 40,000 years ago.
Wow.
And his ancestor is also the ancestor of most Europeans and Native Americans.
Wow.
He's a man called Niazov, who lives in Kazakhstan.
Are you the same person that did some research, I noticed, on the internet that says that the Native American people are somehow connected to Central Europe?
Yes, Central Asia.
Central Asia.
Yeah, that was a paper that we published last year.
Okay. That's good to know.
What do you think of that?
And I was looking at a book from people from Central Asia, and I saw my cousin Emmett and Abraham, Auntie Grandma Buggy, and I said, my God, I got family over there in Central Asia. These were the Mongolian people.
Yeah.
Not only do the ancestors of Native Americans not come from Israel, but we know where they in fact came from, and that's from the northern part of East Asia.
The people that we can identify today as Native Americans, the people that we can pull DNA from, their genetic markers are more closely related to people from Siberia.
The evidence acceptable to most archaeologists and physical anthropologists, both from dental traits and from mitochondrial DNA, is that the origin of people in North, Central, and South America before the coming of the Europeans in 1492 was North Asia.
This is a very large field of study now, where there are dozens of researchers who've worked in over 6 dozen Native American communities, investigating thousands of individuals. And the genetic data from every single one of those studies is telling us the same thing. That is, that the people came from, the American Indians came from north part of East Asia.
The DNA data indicate the closest affinities of contemporary Native American populations are with populations in East Asia and Central Asia.
The homeland of Native Americans is East Asia.
The genetic evidence shows that the American Indian came from Asia.
If Y chromosomes all come from Asia, and mitochondrial genomes all come from Asia, then the only explanation for where all the rest of the chromosomes come from is Asia. That is a very scientifically valid explanation. It's the only explanation. From those 5,500, 99.4% of Native Americans have a mitochondrial DNA lineage that originated in Asia. There can be no question. 99.4%. The other.
But I want the people to know the truth about the Navajos and what they're trying to do. Even back then, the Navajo nations are friends and allies with American government, and they're not the true Hopi people, Native peoples on this continent. They're just a mixture of the Eskimos, or they came down from the north, the Bering Strait. They came down from the north, the Bering Strait. They came down from the north, the Bering Strait. And they came in, scavenged off the tribes that were already here. The tribes that were already here. The tribes that were already